Man, oh man. What is good? What's going on? And welcome back to another video, man. Listen, first things first, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you and your families. Hopefully, it turned out to be a really great day for you all. And even if it wasn't a great day, just hopefully you made it through. You know, what do they say? Life is, what is it? Life is like 10% of what happens, but 90% of how you react to it. So, just choose to respond positively, even if things seem out of sorts or just, that car loud as shit. But, cause, I get it. The holidays, excuse me, the holidays, especially for anyone who's going through just some ill shit or if something bad happened, it seems like the worst memories are always attached to the holidays, you feel me? Or like right around a holiday, it's peak season for trauma and negativity and, hurt and pain and suffering, so just hopefully for most of you today was a good day. And like I said, and if it wasn't, it's okay, you know, hopefully you've made it through, because my thing is, if you ain't dead, then hey, you made it through. You feel me? Like, even for me, like, yo, I had a couple moments today. I really did, because like I said, I'm going through a lot. I am. Of course, I'm not going to get into the details of it. But at the end of the day, it's not easy, but it's getting easier, And of course, the beauty around it all, hey, spending Christmas with my daughter. That girl is my heart and soul. She has saved me on so many occasions, and just being able to have gifts here for her. I mean, of course, I had a couple things I got for her, but of course most of it was from my mother, and my sister, in which, like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, like most times they be like, hey, what does she want? Yo, send them both the whole list. It's done. You feel me? And then of course, like baby girl did really good though, cause me and her mother, we went half on a Nintendo Switch, but then her godmother then got her the Nintendo Switch Lite. So this girl ended up with two game systems. I mean, and thankfully it was a Nintendo Switch and not like a PS5 or Xbox. I mean, that's usually what I would want, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not even stressed over those systems because I play PC now, so it's like, bro, like, what's the point? You feel me? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking anybody that wants a PlayStation or Xbox. You know what I mean? Like do what you got to do, but when you on PC, like, bro, you play the same games. I mean, and I'm gonna keep 100. It's not like I play a ton of different games. I literally only play 2K, Call of Duty, 2K, Call of Duty. I mean, okay, I play a little bit of Street Fighter 5 now on Steam, Apex Legends, but Fortnite. I mean, but all of these are cross-play anyways, or at least most of them are. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna be playing with PlayStation 5 people and Xbox people. Like, it don't matter. You feel me? But it's officially day 86 of my NoFap journey, man. Like, yo, I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty much there. Like, I just got to get to Tuesday. Tuesday is officially day 90, and it ain't going to stop. Like, this is, although I've made it this far, in comparison to the whole journey, I'm only like right here, because like I definitely want to push myself to do a full year, 365 days. Got to, I have to. Like, there's just so much. Like, I just feel like there's so much more to come out of this, I mean, especially when it comes to just overall, just my growth, my development. Like, I can't stop. Like, I just can't stop growing and working on me, and improving. Like, that's the beauty of all this. In spite of just the bullshit and negativity and just the vicious mental cycles that we put ourselves through, it's like when you find that thing, it becomes all worth it, and it makes all that other shit, easier. you know, like, and even like I said before, dealing with just those negative mental cycles, it's like, you know, yeah, because the truth is, and I think I said this before, most of us fap, not really because of like, it's a sexual urge. It's mostly because it's to escape some sort of pain or just some sort of negative, depressed, anxious, whatever, anxiety, whatever it is. Like there's, it's never really just a sexual urge, but it's just when it happens, when we have the urge to do it, it's usually surrounded by avoiding a pain, like some type of pain and suffering. You know, like when you really, really think about it, like that's really when it comes up. Genuinely, if someone relapses, it's usually surrounded by, yo, I was feeling this kind of way. You know, and then to manage the pain, let me go ahead and do this real quick because, hey, I feel good when I'm done. Or I feel good in the moment. Because I had this illusion of being, you know, desired and wanted and needed. And in a sense, you know, you kind of fall into the illusion of, well, I'm providing for this person, you know, on screen. And she's providing me, you know, even though you're watching other people do it, that's part of the illusion to it, you know, that you feel necessary in that moment, and usually you're escaping the pain of not feeling necessary or not feeling worthy or, you know, whatever it is, you know, and like I said, just damn, that's some real shit, but but yeah, man, it's like at least that's what I've learned of NoFap, you know, at least at first, while you're in it, you know, you may not see it that way. You may justify it a different way. You know, it's like, oh, no. Like, I'm just trying to get my nut off or whatever the case. And when you dig deeper, you suddenly realize, like, damn, I'm facing, like, some real shit. Like, I'm avoiding facing real shit. And that's why I said, like, for anyone who's finds themselves relapsing constantly, it's because after so many days, you're getting to a point to where you finally now have to face or deal with whatever pain it is. Like I said, even if it's surface level, it's just, there's something there that you're just not dealing with. And it's not your fault at all. Especially as men. Shit, we're taught from day one, man up. Stop crying like a little bitch. Why you acting like that? Are you doing it? Like anything that involves emotions or feelings. Like, yo, we're human. We are human. Like, the first thing a man is taught is how to be a fucking robot. How to suck it up. How to just avoid the shit. And then we get into the world and we're just fucking suffering because we don't know how to deal with our shit. Like, we gotta learn how to deal with our shit, man. Even for me, like, I'm still learning how to deal with my shit. And that's why I love this journey, because it's made me so fucking self-aware to where I'm no longer just reacting left and right like a fucking pinball, you know, with no real direction, just bing, 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 bing. It's like, yo, when something happens, I see it, I feel it, and I can, you know, give myself that time to really process it and figure it out. And especially when it comes to other people's emotions, I am not nearly as triggered as I used to be. And I've said that in several videos. Like, I know I'm not nearly as triggered. I know I'm not. Like, literally, it's like people react and respond to things, and I'm just like, oh, okay. No, I get it. And it's funny because you'll realize when you're more centered in who you are and more confident in who you are, and you're not as affected, but you just simply acknowledge someone else's suffering without being insulting, you know. And what I mean from that is, you know, if someone is just, you know, like you guys are talking or whatever, it turns into an argument and they're just yelling and screaming and da 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 da. Like, you'll be so, I guess, I don't want to say confident, but you'll be so, you know, within yourself that all of that energy just doesn't affect you because you know it doesn't serve you, and you also know that you're not really responsible for that. You know. But when you're at your lower self, because you're always seeking validation, you want this person to like you. You want this person's approval through positive emotions and positive reinforcement. Whereas, at least nowadays, as long as you have that within yourself, you're not really worried about them. And then on top of that, you almost feel sorry for them because they're living their life that way. I've had so many moments where I'm dealing with somebody and they're just, and I'm like, damn, yo, this person is miserable. Golly, like, I mean, and like my heart goes out to them, you know, and it's like, I'm just as calm as can be. I'm just like, hey, listen, no, I get it. I understand, you know, and we just get to talking, and then, and truth is, depending on how deeply rooted in their, I don't want to say evil, but but depending on how deeply rooted they are in their own shit, like, there's few people, I can honestly say maybe 1 out of every 20 to 30 people who, in spite of my interactions with them, will still hold on to that. And that just lets me know that they're suffering to such a point that that is who they've become, and that is who they're comfortable with. Deep down, they may not like the fact that they live that way, or that they think that way, or that they process every issue that way, or that they handle things that way. But it's so deeply rooted in who they are because it's all they've known, and they've established this as their identity. They've said to themselves, hey, no, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And I'm pretty sure that they've suffered in a lot of relationships that way. Because deep down, they are just disgusting. You know, I mean, just deep down disgusting people. But again, I don't mean that to say that they're worthless. I'm simply saying I feel sorry that they've been hurt that much that this is how they have to live. You know, and even for us in general, you know, guys who are looking, you know, for NoFap, you know, again, there's just so many deeper rooted issues here that have induced, you know, that we've used fapping to escape. And it's not our fault. It's just that we, like, what else were you taught? What else were you taught? Aside from be a man the fuck up, stop being a little bitch, like whatever the fuck, like anything along those lines. So now every time you feel something, you just hold it in, and that shit eats away at our soul, man. Damn, that shit eats away at our soul. I know it does. Shit used to eat away at mine. Like I said, I've had so many breakthroughs just on this journey. Like, I'm talking, I had to go back to my childhood, man. Like, I had to really go back to little Preston, yo. I had to. And just, and it's crazy because in doing that, like, and a big part of it was like, yo, like, I was avoiding that shit. I was avoiding all of that shit. Because I had myself convinced that I'm now living a certain way and processing issues a certain way and responding to things in a certain way that I feel safe and protected. But none of it is truly me allowing myself to live purely through my heart, which is where I fucking thrive. Like, and y'all seen it these past 90 days, yo. I'm living straight through here, not hard on sleeve. I'm just living through my heart, through my own knowing. You know, when you live through your heart, there's such a sense of just self-confidence, self-love. You know, self-everything. Opinions really don't matter. You know, hard on sleeve is like me, love me. You know, I feel better at myself as long as you like me. You know, it's almost like seeking like reviews kind of shit. It's like, no, like, I'll feel better at myself as long as you give me 5 stars. Like, hey, do you like me? Like, can I get 5 stars? They're like, I'll give you 3. And now you all hurt. Oh, I'll give you 2. Now you all hurt. Nah, fuck that. We don't need anybody's reviews. We don't need 5 stars. We don't need 2 stars. Hey, I mean, if you get 5 stars, cool. If you get 1 star, okay. I give myself 5 stars constantly. Matter of fact, my shit's stuck on 5 stars. You like, matter of fact, yeah, like you can't even select anything else. I select 5 stars for me, and that's how I choose to live, because that's how I feel about myself. Somebody don't agree, okay. Like, that's okay, you know. And through this, and it took just a lot of I guess breaking down these different layers of just my hurt, my pain. It took a lot, and don't get me wrong, like, there's still more to go. There's still way more to go. But I know I've tapped into just such a deeper level of it, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm more at peace. I'm not totally at peace, because again, the negative shit's always gonna happen. But do I handle it differently? Hell yeah, I do. For sure. And that's been like the most beautiful part of this whole journey, is just knowing that I'm growing. You know, I mean, and it's such a short amount of time. I mean, for some people, it might take longer, you know, but just overall, my dedication to this process has been, and it's because, yo, I love me. You feel me? Like, I'm not doing this to get anybody else's approval. It's not like, oh, I got to do this, you know, oh, does such and such know this, or does this person see it, or what do they think? That was old me. Matter of fact, that was why I always quit. Damn, I just realized that shit. That was why I always quit. Whether it was weight loss, whether it was anything, I always quit the moment I realized that certain people just didn't really support what I was doing, or didn't agree with or like it. It was like I needed them to like it in order for me to feel better about me doing it. Your boy about to cry again. All right, but shit, damn. Like, I literally just, like, this shit just hit me. Whereas this whole NoFap journey, this is for me, man. This is completely and 100% for me. And that's really why I'm going so hard. That's why I've literally been so consistent. Like, I got so mad one day because there was some weird shit going on with the SD card on my phone, and it just, I plugged it into my computer, and it just did not read the SD card correctly. And it was like, because there's a specific folder, the DCIM folder. Tap into the camera, just transfer everything over, upload it to my software, convert it, whatever. But yeah, man, it was like, I recorded like a 12, 13-minute video, and it was like, literally, it just it did nothing. So then, of course, I jumped on YouTube to find a tutorial on what to do. Went through the whole tutorial, it wiped out my whole shit. I'm like, you motherfucker. So then I had to re-record it, but I was so committed to the process that, like, literally, I recorded the video all over again, because for me, it was like, yo, I had to get the video out that day, because I'm committed to literally each day falling in accordance with the correct dates. Even though I do believe that there was one day that it took so long to upload. I think it loaded at like 12 o'clock, so I have like one day where I have both videos up. But even still, like, listen, there was a point in time where I would easily be like, nah, it's alright, yeah, I'll just record 2 days in one video and blah blah blah. And the moment you make those considerations, the moment you make those adjustments, the moment you make those exceptions, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Trust me. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're working on, the moment you make that first exception to your rules, for your purpose, for your journey, for whatever your goals are, trust me, give it a week. You will have completely fallen off the wagon. Because if there's one thing I've learned, there's genuinely no success in doubling up on your energy. You know what I mean? Like trust me. I haven't heard anybody say, yeah, I became successful because while doing this, you know what I mean, I took a small break, but then I came back and worked 3 times as hard. Nah, bro. Nah. What they all say is, I got to this level because I was consistent and kept going even when I didn't want to. And that's when you'll find success. But more importantly, it's about you and what you want for yourself. Not, wanting other people to approve it in order to keep you going. Just keep going. Like, just keep going. But the biggest expectation that I can set for anyone while on this journey, it's going to be very emotional. It is. Because, again, you don't actually fap because of a sexual urge or desire. That is the coping mechanism for dealing with whatever pain that you're avoiding, whatever pain that you haven't truly felt and faced yet. You are simply coping. So now, while you're not fapping, guess what you're getting close to? Dealing with those feelings, dealing with that energy and how to process it, and just how to get through it. And as I tell everyone, you're gonna get to that first level, and you're gonna have a setback. Okay. Sorry, I'm like watching my time. And then, of course, you're gonna get to that next level. So now you're at a higher level, and you're gonna have another setback. And just understand, the setbacks will never stop. But the good thing that I've noticed, and again, this may not pertain to everybody, but for me, the setbacks are happening almost immediately after the breakthroughs. Before, it was like you reach a level, be there for like a couple of days or even like a week or so, 2 weeks or so, and then something would happen, boom, you get knocked down. But then it's like, I've almost noticed that the higher I've gone, the more profound the breakthrough has been. But then almost right away, bang, something crazy will happen. And it's like the weirdest thing. And again, like I said, I don't know if it's necessarily because of NoFap or if it's just being more aware of things as they happen. But just always, I'm not saying always expect bad things. You should always expect good things. You want to manifest nothing but abundance and great things to come into your life. And for sure, meditation does help. Please get into meditation, or if you're a little more religious, pray. And make that part of your routine, your daily routine. If you were the type who drinks coffee all the time, pray all the time. Like, you should have a prayer or meditation session as often as you drink coffee. Like, that should be your routine. If going to the gym every day is your routine, so is prayer. So is meditation. It's going to help. It really is. Yeah, man. I mean, that's really all I got right now. I didn't know I was gonna have so much to say, but it's fine. It is Christmas Day. I'm blessed. I'm grateful that in spite of just everything that I'm going through, that I still get to wake up every day and push through. Like, I really am. Like, I'm really thankful I get to wake up every day and just push through and get to fall in love with myself every single day. My growth, my life, my success, all my failures, every lesson that I can learn through, every last failure I've ever had. I am so blessed to just go through these challenges of life. And I'm even happier that I get to just share it with y'all, man. I don't care if it's a handful of y'all, if it's a bowl full of y'all, a cup full, you know what I mean? Like, the world full. I'm just glad that I'm able to help in any way, shape, or form. I know that's why God put me here, for real. I do. And I haven't been living in my purpose for a very, very long time. But again, things happen for a very specific reason. And in the end, it's always to bring you back to purpose. There's no greater feeling than living within purpose. and not allowing anyone or anything to knock you off of that. Because you know what's best for your life, no matter what. But in order to fully grow, you have to deal with a lot of pain. Which also means you have to learn how to forgive. And more importantly, learn how to forgive yourself. If there's one thing that we as men are great at doing, we blame ourselves tremendously. God, we know how to just blame ourselves. Like, at the end of the day, it's okay to own whatever part you might have played in it. But know and understand it wasn't your fault. Trust me, at the end of your deepest pain, forgive yourself, for it was not your fault. Okay? I mean that. So, with that, tomorrow's officially day 87. Your boy right around the corner from day 90. Again, Merry Christmas. I would say Happy New Year, but that's next week. That's next Friday. So either way. But yeah, wait, is it next Friday? Yeah, next Friday. But either way, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Of course, like and subscribe, do the comments, all the other shit. I'm definitely gonna respond in a few because it's still a little early. It's only about 7:02 Central Time. I am doing this earlier than usual, but I got some Mario Kart to play with my baby girl on that Switch. Alright, but either way, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Again, Merry Christmas, and let's do it again tomorrow, alright? Peace.